2021 Harmony Charter School Resource Order. I've shown you in video 1 the Mindful Heart and the Good and the Beautiful, the things that we ordered there. I showed you in video 2 the things that we got from Amazon, and now these are going to be the things that we got from the Rainbow Resource Order. This is another game that we got. I'm really excited about it. This is called 3 in the Tree. It has to do with birds, which, if you remember, part of the books, part of the science units that we are studying. Ooh, super bright. Sorry. Let's see if I can turn that. Whoa. Okay, better. Part of the science units we're doing is the birds Good and the Beautiful unit, and the mammals. So this one I thought would be fun all the time, but definitely in conjunction with our birds unit. And it looks like it's just like a fun counting card game and dice game. We were looking at playing it with not our first game day, but our second game day yesterday, but they were kind of done with playing games at that point. There was a friend over, and so they were a little distracted. So that was that, and that was fine. So we'll get to play next time. I'm excited. I'm really excited about this. I have never read these books. I know, how can I be alive and never have read them, or a homeschooler and never have read them? I haven't. So we got them so we can read them. This is the Little House book set, and all of the books from this Little House on the Prairie series. And so I'm really excited about all of them. And we've been watching the show on Amazon, and we've loved it. So I was like, we need to get these books. So we got those. I actually got, and unfortunately it got bent, but I got these little strips for reading. So when I don't have a good example at the moment. Let me pull out a book. But when they're reading along, they can have a strip to help keep in line, if that makes sense. And then you could do the gray side or the blue side. And I got 3 different ones, one for Aiden, Emma, and Isaiah. And they have loved them, and obviously they've taken them and used them. I was able to get Isaiah's because it was right here. But they are using them, and so that has been great. And then Aiden also got a pencil grip, which he uses all the time. I forgot to get it. It was the Cobra Head pencil grip. He said he had to get used to it, but he likes it a lot more now that he has it. He is struggling with, and I just remembered something else I didn't get from him, but I'll tell you about it. He is struggling with neat and clean handwriting, and so I was hoping that a pencil grip could help with that, not have his hand be so tired and fatigued as he is writing. And he said that it's helping his hand not cramp as much, so that's really good. We have used the Good and the Beautiful for handwriting, and I'll go through all of that another time. But I didn't feel like he was quite ready to move on to the Good and the Beautiful level 3 because it started cursive. I wanted to get a little bit stronger foundation in print before he moved on. So it is the PAF program. So this one is handwriting for numerals and handwriting for print. I decided to go with these because it was a similar style to what the Good and Beautiful generally uses, and it just had practice over all the things. Easy enough. He can do a couple by himself and then practice the numbers, whole pages, and I might copy a couple of the whole page ones, the ones that he struggles with more, and maybe my daughter also struggles with more, and then they can practice these. And because we love the Good and Beautiful, and I love what they do with their handwriting, but he just needed some more practice. And so then we also got this one. This book is a little thicker. You can tell the thinner, thicker. Okay, anyways. This one just practices all the letters. Starts at first individually and then onto words and letters together, and just lots and lots and lots of practice. That was my goal, was just lots and lots and lots of practice. So like there's some words, practicing writing them, and then it can just help solidify that before he moves into also learning cursive. When he's done with those, I told him he can move into the cursive. It continues to practice the print, but just adds in cursive. So I just really wanted to get that a little bit more solidified before he moved on. So we have the level 3 handwriting. And it's all printed off and ready. I just wanted to wait just a little bit longer. So that's what he's doing. He also does copy work and things like that. So that covers that. One thing that he has struggled with is spelling. And so I wasn't sure which level to get him, the level 2 or 3 of Explode the Code, but I've heard that people say that this really helps with spelling. People have also said spelling UC really helps, but he is improving. And I know that was something that I struggled with a lot, and then I just kind of figured it out. And I've kind of been teaching him the things that I have to do to help with when I do spelling. But yeah, so we've got Explode the Code 2 and 3, and as we get more into this, because I've looked through it a little bit, but as we get more into it, I can let you know what I think about this, what we think about it, how it works for us, and for spelling. Now I mentioned we are going to be studying about birds and mammals, so I got these from Rainbow Resource: A Nest Full of Eggs, Level 1, Let's Read and Find Out Science, and Level 2, How Do Birds Find Their Way. I thought these would be really great books to talk about all the other ones that we have got from the previous science units that have recommended it, or they just were related, so I got them. We have loved. So I was excited to get these, and we're going to use them going forward for learning because they're great. We also got An Egg is Quiet and A Nest is Noisy. Birds. Okay, I know there's more, but this will also, the egg obviously will not apply to mammals, but the nest will. And so they have these beautiful books with lots of information, and it will talk about all the different kinds of nests there are and the different kinds of animals that lay the nests and the size they are. And so anyways, beautiful pictures. Really excited for this. This was something, I don't remember if this was recommended also from the Mindful Heart, or if I just saw it and I was like, I need these in my life. But these are season math books. So Math and Nature, number 1, Counting on Fall. Number 2, Sorting Through Spring. Number 3, Sizing Up Winter. And number 4, Shaping Up Summer. So I think these are probably more like, kindergarten, first grade level, but I think they can even go into like more depth, because can you see cone shapes? What ice chunk shapes have circle faces, square faces? How many 3-dimensional shapes can you see here? So they are definitely, I think, for different ages. Probably kindergarten through 3rd grade at the most. Because some 3rd graders still haven't learned those things well. I know with the original Good and the Beautiful math, my son Aiden learned that in kindergarten. So different for different people. But if this is our last book that we ordered from the Rainbow Resource. This is A Child's Garden of Verses, and it is beautiful. I wanted to get this book. They had several different versions, and I looked through all the different ones that I looked through his pictures and things as much as I could, and I loved these pictures. I love the illustrations. You know, it's got the classic A Child's Garden of Verses by Robert Louis Stevenson, so classic poems, but the illustrations are by, I'm going to butcher this name, Gyo Fujikawa, I think. But beautiful, just beautiful pictures. And I love beautiful pictures, okay? I'm a sucker for beautiful pictures. A book not only has to sound good reading, read well, but it has to look beautiful as well. So, really excited about this. And this will be another that we add with our poetry tea time. We'll be reading through this. We have several poetry books now that we can go through, and I'll do a whole nother thing about what we do with that. But yeah, I'm really excited about all those different books that we got, all the different things that we got. Now we get to put them away, which will be a whole nother feat in itself. And so I'm really excited about that. And if you have come this far and watched all three of these videos, yeah, all of the videos, then you are in for a treat, because there was a little bit of a mix up in my order, and The Good and the Beautiful accidentally sent me this Mammals, which we already have. So I am doing a giveaway, and you can comment below on what you would use the Mammals book for, what you found interesting, and if you would like to have the Mammals unit from The Good and the Beautiful and test it out for your family. We are really excited about this, and I know that your family will love it too. Thanks so much for watching with me, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!